Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic, and I have a package here from MLG & Co. I've already taken the labeling off, but you can see it's from MLG & Co. I've been holding on to it for a few days. I didn't even include it in What's New Wednesday because I wanted to have time to work with it. So let's see what we got. I kind of forgot what it is. Okay. I think I got this as a ready to ship. That's kind of why I don't remember all the details. And at the moment, I know what I want to do, and then time passes and I forget. Okay. So it's as I thought. This is a newer leather. Get rid of this. So this is a newer leather from MLG & Co. And it's like an olive color. I don't know if it's called that. This was, again, a ready to ship. So, and it's MLG & Company. There's the information. And I also have a link and a discount code in the description box below. So the leather is very slick and glossy. It is not matte at all. Like what I'm used to. This is very different. The color, I like the color a lot. I like different things that are different. So this is totally different for me. Yeah, so I guess my next step is to add some inserts. Okay, so I went and checked my stash before I commit to making a bunch of notebooks to see what I actually have. And I have this, the label is on the back, 2-pack composition notebooks. They're 80 sheets each from Pen and Gear. These are poly. Unfortunately, I don't really care for the poly, but that's okay. They are the right size. They are 5x7, which is approximately B6 size. So I actually had 2 packs. I went ahead and opened one of the packs, and I found the center and I didn't want to lose it. So I'm going to pop this in. And then of course I have Dollar Tree planners, which I don't think I really need a planner in here. It's more of like a notebook, but I'm going to grab one of my extra planners. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the vinyl cover. And put this in here until such time as I come up with a different cover for it. I think I'm going to put it in the back. And this is also approximately 5x7. Maybe I should go on and put one of these in there. Since it's already open, I guess I will. It's kind of hard to find the center of these. But let me see if I can do it real quick. The paper is extremely thin. Is it perforated? I think it is. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I got paint on my hands. It is perforated and glue and everything else. Wow. I was just working on a project. So let's see. I believe that is center. So let's pop this in, and of course I will eventually recover this because I do not like the green cover. I don't know what kind of material I'm going to use to cover it, but it will get covered eventually. So there it is, simple. Just added some notebooks, and let's see how it goes with it. I don't know, I gotta get used to that, to the feel of the slick leather. But I do really like that color. So I am back. I have kind of decided what I want to do for these poly covers. I have already actually started using the notebooks. And I did put one of the personal size Dollar Tree notebooks in here. I kind of used it for listing a little bit. The pages for the months that are already gone. I'm not really sure how I'm going to use it moving forward, but I figured it wouldn't hurt to stick this in here for now. So I took the black notebook out. Again, this came in a 2-pack these were from Walmart. I mentioned Pen and Gear, but I didn't say the Walmart part of it. Okay, so someone sent me something similar to this, I think, a while ago. I don't remember who it was, and I looked through my Instagram messages and I could not find it. But what I'm going to do is kind of make a slip-on cover for this. I don't know if it's going to work or how it's going to work. And to do this, I think you would need to do the front and back, but we're going to start with just the front. And I went through my papers trying to find something that would look okay with this olive color. This doesn't match at all. They don't have the same colors at all, but I also wanted to use this paper. So this paper pad is from Michaels. It is the Capital Chics Designs. I don't know if it's a collab or paper line. I'm not sure, but it does have Capital Chic Designs information on here if you want to check them out. I don't think you can get the paper pad in store anymore. Maybe you can find it online, but this is, I'll give you a quick look. I've used a lot of these papers already. So I made a folio using these papers. If you want to check that out, I will link to it in the iCard up above. But I pulled out this is like a sample sheet. That's what I call it. So I'm going to make this slip-on cover, I guess. I'm just going to do the one for now just to see how I like it before I go through and do the front and back of both notebooks. So what I figured out so far is that I'm going to need at least 2 widths of my notebook. Now I was thinking at first that I could stop it here where the binding tape starts, but I think unless I want to tape this down that I should go all the way. Then if I decide I want to trim it off, I can. So I'm going to go almost all the way to the spine. Just leave that little bit there. And I'm going to mark the paper here. And I should probably turn this over for better results, but I'm not going to. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Just go over a little bit further to allow for the fold and mark it there. So it needs to be double the width. So that's why I did that twice. I marked it twice. Now, as far as the height, it only needs to be 1 of the height, but we do need to add 1 inch to that. So I'm measuring the height based on the notebook. So that would be here. So and I need to add 1 inch to that. So let's make sure this is lined up straight. And add 1 inch. And I'm doing a little bit further than 1 inch right on the other side. Okay, so with all that done, let's go ahead and trim it up. And did I do that right with the inch? Yes. So you're adding 1 inch to the height. Remember that. And actually, I think I'm going to add 1 inch to the width. Yes, I'm going to add 1 inch to the width. So add 1 inch to the width and the height. So I'm not going to be trimming off very much on this side. Let's see what we got on this side. Where's my mark? I know it was in a, there it is. Okay. So that's my first mark and my 1 inch extra space mark. Just a few scraps. Now before I go any further, I need to do some scoring. You don't have to score. I just like to do it because I try to reduce the possibility of cracking and tearing on the fold, but it is not a necessity. So I'm going to score at, how am I doing this? So 1/2 inch on either side. So 1/2 inch there, 1/2 inch here. Then I need to score in the middle. Ooh, this would be a weird measurement. So 10 3/4. I need to score at 5 3/8. I think 1 2 3. I hope that's right. Okay, so that is the width. Now for the height of our book, which will be our 8-inch side, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. Turn that around because it's easier, and score at 1/2 inch. And I think that is all the scoring for now. So let's go ahead and miter the corners. And I'm not really giving too much information on sizes because you can do this for any size notebook, I'm sure. If you want specific sizes for this, let me know and I will give them to you. But I'm trying to basically show you how to figure it out for whatever size notebook you have. Basically, you're adding 1 inch to double the width and 1 inch to the height. Okay, and I miter the corners to reduce bulk when we fold everything together. And I probably need to do the same thing here on the middle fold. I'm just going to do it just a little bit. So I just cut out a little teeny triangle there to have a nice flat fold, no bulk. Okay, so this is what our shape is looking like. It's probably easier to see it on the other side. All right, so I don't know what top and bottom is. Let me see. I guess I should have paid more attention to that. And it really probably doesn't even matter. I just kind of want to know. All right, so the teal color goes at the bottom. So I'm going to fold this in half this way. And use my bone folder to burnish that down. Try not to put too much pressure on it. I don't need one of these, so I didn't think of that. This will be my edge and this will be an edge. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. And then we'll get to the tabs that are going to hold this together. So I cut I scored a 1/2 inch all the way down, but we only need part of that. So I think this is, it's going this way. So the back tab is the one that I'm going to remove. Let's go ahead and remove that. So I'm going to cut slightly inside of the score line to remove this tab because we only need one on each end. So that gets to go bye-bye. And then this is going. I can get in there and cut as straight as I can. Okay, so again, this is the actual shape we're going for. You can see that. I'm basically making an envelope. So I'm gonna take my, should I use the Eileen's tacky glue? I'm gonna stick with my Barely Arts glue. And you can use tape for this. I just have the wet glue handy. So I'm gonna fold this flap onto itself. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And hoping that this is gonna fit the way I hope it's gonna fit. Since I didn't even dry fit it, Then I'm going to fold these tabs in. Same here. So this would fold over on that, and I would glue those down. And then this would slide into that. Let's see how it goes. Just the poly part. But how does it stay? I've seen this done, but I don't know how it stays in place. I guess because it fits so snugly that it has no choice but to stay in place, maybe. Let's hope I got my measurements right. It's a little snug. It's a little short. How did I get that wrong? And I even left extra space. So we're gonna have to fix that. And I could trim my notebook. So that's a lesson. Leave a little extra room. I thought I left enough, but I guess I didn't allow for the folding. So let's see, what can I do to fix it? Let's go back and change the score. So it was at 1/2 inch. I'm gonna go 3/8 of an inch instead, and hopefully that's gonna give me a little bit more room. It's not gonna be perfect, but this is my first try. So if I had left enough room to begin with, we wouldn't have that problem. So then I'm just kind of going to burnish out the original score, and the new score can take its place. So maybe when you do it, if you do it, instead of adding an additional inch, maybe add an additional 1.25 inches. I'm guessing. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, no, let me dry fit one more time just to make sure, just to be sure. So I'm just gonna slide the cover in there. That's much better, but that's a much looser fit too. So, and I also had the idea to maybe put a few eyelets in here, and then when I put the one on the back, put eyelets in it, and then just lace it up to hold it in place. Then you can change this cover whenever you want. And maybe I should have gone all the way on the inside here. I think that probably would have been better. But maybe next time, or maybe I'll use this one on the back and do another one for the front, or maybe we'll do it again one day. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and glue it down. And fooled around enough. All right, so I'm just gluing this tab down. Remember, we reduced it from 1/2 inch on this side. Let's go ahead and put the glue on this one too. Fold them both at the same time. Got a little extra glue. So my corners don't meet exactly like they should, but I can live with that. Again, it's our first try. So it goes a little something like this. And when you open it up, it's like that. And it would be much better if that was down in that crease though. It would probably hold better. And I'm not exactly sure that we needed to fold this over. I think it was a good idea on this side, but probably not necessary on this side. But again, when you make it, you can, or if you choose to do this, you can adjust accordingly. Here is the center. Let's pop that on there. You see, I don't like that. That's why I'm thinking I could put some eyelets in here and on the one in the back and tie them together, and then I could have, we're going to come back and work on this again. Absolutely. Because I think that would be even better. I could probably have gotten away with only adjusting one end of this to keep it snug. But I mean, it's okay for now. And if need be, you could take a little repositionable tape that I seem to be using a lot lately and tape that in place. But I'm not going to, because I'm going to come back and do something else with this. I think this one's going to end up on the back. Yeah. Okay. So let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you have suggestions on how we can improve this. Let me know if you plan on giving it a try, and let me know what you think. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll receive notification each time I upload a new video. Be sure to check the community tab and my stories for updates throughout the week. Also, check us out over at patreon.com/Scrapcraftastic for exclusive content and digital downloads. Visit my other channel, Journal Life's Journey, for craft videos and junk journals. You can find me across social media at Scrapcraftastic. Visit my website and shop at Scrapcraftastic.com. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.